Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Chiefs going up against the Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. Carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 58 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A first down throw for Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A second down throw for Prescott. Going underneath, it's Coleman. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. 3.5 to go, first quarter. First down, Prescott. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
10 more there and another first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, Freeman. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll look to run with Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And Frank's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. The slot man in motion right. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Prescott on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Second down now after the pass completion. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Duke Riley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Ryan. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 38-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Shifts by him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Freeman again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Prescott now. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Second down, Prescott. They find some open field here. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They go play action now. Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Slot man moves right. Play action. Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Here's Ryan Allen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. It's a give to Freeman running right. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Prescott from the gun. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right on the 30-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Play action. It's Ryan. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? run. Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run back.
Now Prescott. And he rips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Tyreek Hill on the return. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. On play action, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, Ryan. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Halfback sent in motion. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Running right, this is Freeman. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, that's Freeman, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. A first down throw for Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Prescott. And finding the tight end Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
A second down throw for Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
The slot man in motion right. They run with Hunt. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Collins. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Prescott now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Eric Silver, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 59 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He'll go screen here to Hunt. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Hunt. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run again with Hunt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing, Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 1st first down. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. In motion is Austin Hooper. He'll look to throw. Muscles. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Still shedding tackles.
She's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. Well, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tech McKinley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. A toss play to Hunt. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third and goal. A little 360. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Prescott. Caught left side, Bennett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game.